I think the task force is doing a lot of the right steps to ensure that we're creating an environment for women to take on more leadership roles.
There's different types of leadership. Do you want to lead people? Do you want to lead a process? Do you want to lead leaders?
There's a woman leader and a male leader. We're really the two sides of the same coin where we just balance each other out.
I feel that anyone can really be a leader. It just really depends on how you lead, and that's what sets you apart.
The more women you have in a decision-making room, I think the more balanced the decisions that are going to come out.
Women have a lot to offer to organizations, and I think we have varying different perspectives that are all beneficial to organizations.
I think women are unique in a way that we find different ways of building relationships. We are great collaborators. We're also very empathetic. We're great listeners. And there are many great women leaders in the world. And I think that all of us bring balance in our respective settings. I always like to say that, if there's a woman leader and a male leader, we're really the two sides of the same coin where we just balance each other out. Early in my grad school career, we had a guest speaker who told us never to follow a straight line, but to jump at every chance to say yes to opportunities that didn't necessarily align with current skill sets or what we were formally trained to do. And so that's really been a guiding light for me in my career. Along that journey, I've had the privilege to also serve under some really great leaders and mentors that really have shaped the kind of leader that I strive to be. So for the most part, a lot of my leaders, supervisors, managers have really demonstrated empathy. They've demonstrated kindness and just overall servant leadership. There have been some bad ones, and I've also learned from them in terms of how to manage up and learning how to still have a good relationship even when you don't necessarily align with the leadership styles. I've had some great role models and mentors along my education as well as career journey. There's one person that always stands above the rest, and that is my mother. My mother is an incredible woman. She left our native Congo at the age of 21. And she's raised us and had to raise a family when my father was a diplomat and traveled all over the world. So she was really the homestead or the one we looked up to in the household. She was that permanent fixture. I saw my mom go from being this stay-at-home mom to then having to really be the head of the household, and she had to navigate a job market, learning new skills, and through it having to raise kids and leading us through all these various stages of life. And through it all, she's been our greatest champion, our greatest motivator, and someone that we've always wanted to emulate, just as being someone who's resilient, who is kind. Definitely see her as a servant leader as well. From a very early age, my father has really instilled in myself and my siblings that there was never any difference in our gender or our skin color when it came to achieving skill. And so he's really pushed us to pursue education, and that really has helped me in navigating all stages of my life and career. I think my leadership philosophy aligns really with the whole notion of servant leadership, just leading by example. And I always tell myself never to send people where I'm not willing to go. And I think it's also important in leadership to be people-centered and to know your team, to understand what motivates them and learn how to respond to that. So when it comes to recognition, or even when it comes to asking them to take on a bit more than usual. One way we can encourage women to take on more leadership roles is to show them women that look like them in leadership roles. We come from all walks of life. We come from different cultures. We speak different languages. We come from different social economic backgrounds, different countries. And so it encourages women like me